Granite, a rock from the Book of Genesis, ancestral, primordial, the very flesh of Mother Earth. Without life, rocks such as limestone, coal and oil-bearing shales would not exist. They are all made from the recycled minerals of living organisms. Granite does not depend on living things for its existence. It is the fruit of the primordial heat left over from the formation of the solar system, which is still trapped and seething inside the heart of planet Earth. Having percolated upwards into the outer skin of the planet, molten rock cooled and crystals formed. Because they cooled slowly, granites are coarse-grained, which gives them a roughness of character ideal for rock climbing. Granite weathers along joints and cracks, leaving expansive surfaces of sound, clean rock. Loose material gathers on ledges, but otherwise the surviving rock formations are solid in character, unlike the crumbling and tenuous rocks encountered on sandstone or limestone mountains. Progress across the lower rocks demands nothing technical, and a roped party can move together using just the occasional running belay. The nature of the terrain allows time and opportunities to gaze over the surrounding landscape of glaciers and neighbouring spires. They make a truly breathtaking spectacle. Then suddenly, after scrambling through a notch above a wedged block, the support beneath our feet peels away, leaving only an exposed ledge clinging onto a plunging granite wall. To escape from this horizontal trap, we begin a climb upwards through two connecting chimneys. The sky beckons. The climbing now has a greater intensity. The mental focus required sharpens in proportion to the gradual tapering of the spire. Our conscious world shrinks as the scope of our awareness concerns itself with the ambition to reach the summit. We are being absorbed by the spiritual chemistry of the mountain. The second chimney leads up to the start of the main upper ridge. From here, an expansive view sweeps the Vowel Glacier and its peripheral peaks, which are arrayed like the precious tiara of a mystical goddess. It was at this point during the ascent that Kain and his party halted to assess the route ahead. Before us rose a most formidable gendarme, whose base spanned the width of the ridge. Its western wall ran up in prolongation of cliffs that rose from the glacier far below, and its upper edge lifted sharply like a horn to the point where it joined the high, smooth east wall. The narrow ridge performs the function of a drawbridge, allowing access to the upper sanctum of the mountain. The spire soars skyward overhead, tapering to a sharply honed pinnacle, the famous gendarme of Bugaboo Spire. Nerves jangle in apprehension as the crux comes ever closer. Climbers now know which way to go, but for Kain in 1916, as the first climber to reach this part of the spire, the way had to be searched for. He initially attempted to find a way across the east side of the gendarme, where he came to a ledge, but a vertical wall above was split by cracks that are too widely spaced. He returned to the base of the gendarme and made several attempts before he succeeded in balancing his way precariously across a steeply angled slab which fell away below his heels. It took him an hour and a half to reach a safe position, 70 feet above his companions, who were waiting anxiously below. On the crux, time slows down. Absorption by the mountain is total. Life enters a bubble, suspended in a time warp. Nothing matters except the immediate challenge confronting each climber's ambition to reach the summit. The crux requires a bold leader, but even for a second climber, a fall here would present severe difficulties. Even though the rope would hold the fall, the hapless victim would face the prospect of dangling over an immense drop at the top of the dizzying west wall of the spire. It is only a matter of 2 or 3 vital moves. Nerve is put fully to the test, and as the safety of the belay is reached, there is an explosion of joy. The bubble bursts, and tension releases like the popping of a cork from a bottle of champagne.
Right.
The gendarme is a slender rapier of granite, thrust by the mountain into the underbelly of the sky to catch the cosmic winds. As the last man completes the crux moves across the gendarme, our presence as a team on the mountain generates a wave of euphoria washing over us. But the mountain remains aloof, indifferent to our presence. For us, this is a moment of great serenity. It is we who need to reconnect with the spirit of Gaia. The mountains never lost their way or misunderstood their place in the panoply of creation.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, you're telling me.
Get up, Jim.
Hey, when you don't know what to do.
We gather round, joined by a common bond of achievement and discovery. We take our photographs so that we shall never forget, and so that we may reflect more deeply on these precious moments, which in the fullness of time will ripen in our souls like summer fruit.